Okay guys, this is Gary J. We're up here at the Smoky Mountains, and this is Newfoundland Gap. And this is kind of what it looks like around here. This is a great overlook right here. I'm on my gold wings, you can see. And we're going back down the mountain toward Pigeon Forge. You can really see a long ways. Oh, here we go, guys. I hope this windshield won't be in the way. This is the tallest windshield they make for these gold wings.
Give him something to drink. It wasn't much, but it was more than she thought she could give because it went against her culture, and it took her outside of her comfort zone. But Jesus told her that if she knew who he was and what he offered, she'd ask him for a drink, and he
Put it in reverse mode because 900-pound motorcycle is kind of hard to push by itself backwards on an incline. Take it out of reverse. Put it reverse. Harley riders. Lingman's Dome is really nice. Second highest mountain on the Appalachian. It's got like a half-mile climb to the top. It's paved though, but it's really steep. I went up there a few weeks back. You have to check it out, Clingman's Dome. It's 6,600 something feet, I think. Sharp winding curve there. The great fun about the mountains, you never know what the curve's going to be like. Swing tight. On the white line. Oh, pretty overlook there. The thing about these overlooks, you can't really look at them too much. Keep your eye on the road. Look how beautiful that is. Wow. You will run off the road across the yellow line in a heartbeat. You'll be in serious trouble then. I wanted to look to the left really bad, but you just don't know what's in the curve. You will wreck. And we're going through the tunnel. Always like to blow the horn. again, that's one thing about riding in the mountains. You can't look at everything you want to. I'll look at this Challenger right here. Man, I love those cars. Wow. I like that SRT. I like the RT as well. Water running down the side of the mountain there. You know, you think that water would be purified? No, that stuff will kill you. Never drink water out of the coming out of the mountains or out of the river. They look clean, but man, it's got parasites and stuff in there that make you sick as a dog. If you're gonna do any hiking or something, you better be able to boil it or purify it or have some chlorine tablets or something. This is about July 30th. It's been really a hot summer 2016 here, and I like coming up to the mountains to cool off. It's about 20 degrees cooler in the mountaintop like this than it is in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. That asphalt, you know, puts off the heat in the city. So nothing like going around these curves. Guys on these sports bikes, man, I don't know how they do it, but that's just too hard for me. Bad enough if you make a mistake with a regular bike, much less crotch rocket. Into these curves, you got to always remember that always stick to the white line on the inside like this, and don't stick to the yellow line that close, because when you're on the yellow line and you're leaning over, you're going to be your head's going to be across the yellow line. That's not a good place for it to be. So keep that in mind. This Goldwing is it's got an 1800cc engine. You can really tell a big difference between a 1200 or 1500cc engine in the mountains. You don't have to shift gears that much, and you can't even tell the engine strength hardly going up the mountain and down. Right now it really feels good in the mountains. The air is so nice and cool. Not cold, but just right. It's been such a hot day today. You know, you get dehydrated. I got to where I carry 2 thermoses with me, like Powerade or Gatorade, in the trunk of my Goldwing. That way, you know, you got plenty to drink. Of course, these little areas on the side, you can pull over and go down to the creek. You gotta watch the animals there, of course. Did you know that for you to stop and mess with an elk, kind of crazy to do that, right? Or a bear, or a deer, and that's a federal crime. You talk about federal crime, then you're talking about prison. You're talking about really hefty fines, you know. Hey, there's the yellow Mustang, like the same color as my bike. I really like this yellow Goldwing color. I saw like in 2015, Subaru started putting this same color, well, very similar anyway, on the Subaru SUV models. And they charge $2,000 $2,000 extra for this color. I don't know why, but $2,000 extra. There's a hiking trails back there, and I tell you, some of these hiking trails are not so bad, but some of them are pretty steep, depending on where you're going. But guys on touring bikes like me, we're not in a big hurry, you know. Some people in a hurry to pass slower cars, like these cars are doing about 40 miles per hour. That's not bad. I mean, you know, the whole purpose of coming to Smoky Mountain is to see the beauty of it. Up here in the Smoky Mountains, you think about the Appalachian Trail, which is about 2,000 miles long, goes from Georgia to Maine, and the highest mountain is here in North Carolina, not between Cherokee and Gatlinburg. So the highest mountain is like 6,600 feet, something like that, and it's down here. They have 150 different species of trees. That'd be species of trees. And different types of trees here in Smoky Mountains. They have more different types of salamanders here in Smoky Mountains than they do anywhere. Turn just like a hairpin. No kidding. I hit this thing one time at night and didn't know it was like that. Oh, it was close. Now here's another trail, I think, here. Chimney Top. Yeah. You talk about a steep mountain going up to the top of this mountain here. Whoa. Man, you have a heart attack. Shape. What I was going to say, this bike weighs 900 pounds, my cruiser weighs about 600 pounds. You do not want to pull off the side of the road on those bikes. Oh, we got another tunnel we can blow a horn in, right? Off on the side of this green grass on these big bikes or heavy bikes, cruisers or touring bikes, because if you do, this is slippery in the daytime or any time, and you go to try to get back on the highway, the rear wheel's going to spin out no matter how slow you go, and it's going to try to turn sideways with you. Plus, that makes it really, really dangerous too. So like here, you don't want to pull over there and say, well, that's a good place to pull over. No. Most of the time, you're going to have a good bit of humidity up here in the mountains. So don't make that mistake. Especially, man, if I did that with this touring bike, or if I ran across this white line accidentally, you can bet the bike's going down. Even like right there. I mean, that stuff is slippery as ice. So, you gotta keep it in the line. Next thing that helps a lot when you ride the bike in the mountains with me, because I rode Tello the Dragon. Maybe you've heard of that one. One of the top 3 most dangerous highways in America, if not the world. I think that's the bikers up there. was up there about 3 weeks ago, and there was 2 wrecks on it. Last time I was there was 2 wrecks on it. There was 1 fatality in this one. And I mean, these curves, they're so sharp. When you come into them, you don't know how sharp they are. That's why it's always so important to keep your eyes on the road. And it's good to look around, but like on a straightaway right here, and then you got cars stopping in front of you, slowing down. There's a guy in a Harley. You know, we usually like to wave to these guys right here coming around, but sometimes you're in a curve. Don't wave if you don't feel safe about doing it. You know, if you ride your motorcycle a lot, you know, you can ride with one hand. A lot of times, yeah, a lot of these guys, you know, it's not safe in a sharp curve to try to wave at somebody, because then, you know, they may lose control. Another thing comes to mind is really important. Wherever you look, that's where you will go. Wherever you look at, that's where you will go. That is to say, like going right here, if a car is coming toward me and I focus on that car coming toward me, I'm going to be aiming toward that car. It's like a subconscious thing. It's just like a magnet. It draws you to that car, and you will run off the road. There are people who have been killed doing that. And that's why it's always so important to focus on the white line here that you're